All right, here we are for call number two. Welcome aboard, everybody. Thanks for coming out. For those of you who were over on Tracy's call earlier, I'm going to try not to repeat what Doug just covered. And I know they recorded that call too. And I do encourage everyone to listen to that call if you weren't on there. Doug did a nice job of kind of an initial review of the comp plan. And the more you hear about this stuff, and the more you hear about it from sort of different perspectives, the better, because you really want to soak this in and you have to understand the compensation plan and able to make this work for you. So take that in as much as you can. I'm going to really cover some really basic stuff tonight because as people come in, it's not enough to just sign people up, right? In this kind of a business, for this business to work and for you to succeed at this business, you have to help your people succeed. And that means that you have to understand the systems, just like the snap of your fingers, the basics, and know how to teach those so that they're easily duplicatable. Okay. And that's why it's not worth diving into a 3 hour discussion of the comp plan because that's not easily duplicatable. As people grow, I'm willing to sit and have a 3 hour discussion of the comp plan with anybody who wants to do that. I'm weird like that. Okay. I like that stuff, but that's not going to help anybody in the very beginning. In the very beginning, we have to help people get started and help momentum going. Okay. So you don't want to come in and just sit around and wait. You don't want your people coming in, sitting around, waiting to understand the comp plan, waiting to understand the products. Wait, you want to get right to inviting, right to sharing. And again, please watch Tracy's call that she just did. The whole first half of the call, where Tracy gives the background of where this company came from. My God, that's gold. Okay. There's a great sharing tool right there. Even if you record that, screen record that first half of that call. And that's one of the things I'm going to talk about tonight are what are some of the key sharing tools. That's going to be one of them. So when they put that recording up on that page, share the recording. I've been sharing our Zoom call, by the way. That's one of my sharing tools. The Zoom call from last Monday, where we talked about the basics of the comp plan. I'm sharing that with people and saying, here, get a look at our team. Get a look at who we are. Get a look at what we're talking about. Here's a little review of the comp plan. Here's what you're going to be part of if you join us. Okay. And the one that Tracy and Doug just did tonight over on the bigger page is going to be another one of those great tools. So catch that recording, put it in your tool bag. You should have, in your notes or somewhere or a page that you're keeping where you're copying the links for your sharing tools and holding on to them so that you can quickly get them off to people. That's going to be one of the ones that you're going to want to use. Okay. And I'll talk more about that. Okay. But let's dive right in. I want to start right from the beginning tonight. For those of us who are brand new, those of us who have been around for a little while, here are the key things that you want to be able to teach your people right from the beginning. Don't sign people up, put them on the Facebook page and forget about them. Okay. You don't want to do that. So here's where we're going to start. And I am going to share my page. Everybody can see that, right? Okay. And we are going to go right here. Okay. Once your people sign up, go here with them. Show them the share Syona page and teach them how to log in. For those of you who don't know, you just came in, or even if you've been here for a while and you haven't looked around yet, you come to this page. And if you're looking on your phone, it's sharesyona.co. If it's on your phone, you're over here on the left and there's three little lines. You click on the lines And then way down in the bottom, it says account. You click on that, and then that brings you to your dashboard. If you're here on your computer, you come over here, you're going to click this little human symbol. And if you're not logged in, it's going to ask you to log in. I'm already logged in. So when I click on it, it goes right to my dashboard. Okay. If you were on your phone and you had clicked those three little lines and then clicked down in the bottom, account, it would have taken you again to this dashboard. This is really important. You need to show your people this right away. This is your link. Okay. This is the main link that you're going to be sharing with everybody. So you come to your dashboard, scroll down a little bit. This is your main link. Okay. That's what you share with people to sign up. That's what you share with people for product as well, if you want to give them normal pricing. These other discount code links, and these are cool, you can offer discounts to your customers. The 5%, 10%, or 15% discount. You're giving away your initial commission if you do that by 5, 10, or 15%. However, you're giving them a better price, right? You can do your own flash sale. You can do your own discount run. But here's the cool thing. If they use any of these discount codes and go on a continuation order, we get full commissions on all continuation orders forever. Okay? For those of us who came over from Beachbody, remember, sometimes you didn't get the continuation commissions. Oh, they came from this site, so you don't get it. Or they came through a sale, so you don't get it. Or all these different reasons why you didn't get your commission when their home direct order reset. Under this comp plan, you're going to get that every single time. So these little discount codes are great ways to bring people in. Help them get signed up on a continuation order and give them 5, 10, or 15% off, which means you're sharing your commission with them. However, that's going to stick them to you as a customer. And every time that continuation order goes through, you're going to get the full 15% commission on every continuation every month. Okay, so here's your passive income stream, right? And we've all heard have multiple streams of income, right? Right within this comp plan, there are multiple streams of income possibilities, and you want to make sure you're taking advantage of all of them. This is one of them, okay? This is one of them where you can be capturing customers, pulling them into the continuation orders, and you're going to get those continuation commissions all the time, okay? This is day one with your new people. They need to know where this share link is. This is what you share to sign people up, okay? 5, 10, 15%. All right, I talked about that. What to share first when you're sharing with people. I send them this link right away, the Share Syona link right away, so they have that. One thing you want to be careful of is if people go to Share Syona, the general site, it's very sticky. And if they don't clear their cache, later when they try to buy from you or they try to sign up, I've seen some people get stuck to Syona group. And then you got to pull them back out and say, no, wait a minute, they came through my site. Make sure you're sharing your link right up front, getting that in front of them right from the beginning when you start sharing. It's also the way that they're going to go in and see the products. It's the way that they're going to go in and see what the company is. Share that first. Some of the other top sharing tools that I've been using, and I suggest that you use as well, is that little 14-minute Vimeo video that is an overview of the comp plan. And I'll put these down in the comments when we put the recording up for this call. But that's the number one, to give them an idea of what the comp plan looks like. It's a little 14-minute video that was put together by corporate, and it's great. The other that I've been using is and this is over on Tracy's site, but I will also make sure that it gets in here in the comments. It's the Meet Syona video. It's like a 20-minute video, and it goes through and it introduces all of the corporate executives, introduces the mission of the company, talks a little bit about the products, talks a little bit about the business opportunity. It's a great one to share to let people see who the company is. And they keep kind of redoing that one and updating it. I've noticed, and there's a few different iterations of it over on Tracy's page, the bridge page. But I'll put the link up in the comments to the one I've been using, and I recommend that you use it as well. It's been very powerful. The next thing that I've been using is Dawn's blurb and a post on our page. And again, I'll make sure that there's a link to it in the comments. Dawn found this thing through AI that describes, it's a text version describing who is Syona, where the company comes from, the merger with Tony Horton and Tony's products, and the speculation going forward of what that's going to do for the company. It's a great little 3-paragraph thing I've been copying and pasting into my messages. People go, oh, who is Syona? Copy and paste Don's little 3-paragraph thing. Wow, what's the comp plan look like? Copy and paste the little Vimeo video. Wow, that sounds really cool. Who is this company again? Copy and paste. I'm sharing Meet Syona video. Then once we're talking about the opportunity with Tony's stuff coming in, I like to also make sure that they see what that's going to look like. And I've been sending a link to Tony's Power Life products. And I can, again, put in the comments the link I am using. That way, with those little 1, 2, 3, 4 links that I just talked about, you give them the complete picture. There's all the information in front of them. Now they can make an informed decision about what you're presenting to them. And then, as I said before, as we get closer, and I've gotten a lot of traction out of this over the last few days, sharing these Zoom calls. It's kind of like the old sneak peek, right? We used to have those of us who ran Beachbody businesses. A lot of us made a lot of traction with sneak peek groups, bring people in, let them see what we do. Showing these Zoom these Zoom recordings is a great way to give people sneak peeks. So if you're somebody watching this, I hope you're going to join us. This is what we do, and this is how we help each other. It's a great way to show people who we are, what we're doing, and get a little look at the comp plan, the products, and the things that we're talking about. So those are sharing tools that you can start sharing right away. That's how you find your link, and that's how you can get your people sharing right away. Even if you stopped right there, okay, go to work. And I had the most success with people building in Beachbody. And for those of you who don't know, I had tens of thousands of people in my downline in Beachbody. I built a huge, successful team with lots and lots of people in Millionaire Club, lots and lots of people in multi-star diamond, multi-time elite level business builders. And it's all about teaching people how to get active right away and giving them the tools to get active right away, starting to share right away. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Okay. That's it right there. That's the beginning package. Run with your links, share with those tools that I just shared, and get some conversations going. Okay. The next step off of that is to then teach your people, and for everyone in this group too, utilize those of us who are now comfortable sharing. Ask for 3-way calls. I'm willing to do it. I know Greg's willing to do it. Priscilla's in here. She's been knocking it out of the park. She's willing to do it. Don Murphy's willing to do it. We're willing to get on the phone with you and your prospects and help share. We will also be starting very, very soon, within the next couple of weeks, a weekly business opportunity Zoom meeting that you can all invite to. And that will be us presenting the business opportunity to your prospects who you invite in. I had great success in Beachbody doing those on a regular basis. So that is all you have to do is invite people in to hear the presentation and then follow up with them. That is coming and we will be starting that very soon. Until those come up, though, don't wait. If you have somebody you think is interested, you don't have a way to get the right information or feel comfortable, get us on the line. I always used to teach, and I will continue to teach. As a prospector, especially in the beginning, your job is to get to the place in the conversation where you can say, that's a great question. Let me get my partner on the phone, or can we schedule a Zoom with my partner because he or she has been doing this a little longer than I have. I want to get you the best possible answer to your question. And that's how you lead into the three-way call to the group effort in the presentation. No one says no when you offer them the best possible answer to their question. You want to get the conversation to that point where you can then invite that to happen. Okay, so those are some recruiting tips. The next thing that I want to cover tonight, or the next couple of things, are some really important things that are right in front of us right now that I want to make sure that you're all aware of. So back over here, when you're on your dashboard, you come over here and you click back office. If you're on your phone, this little toolbar is across the bottom, and back office is all the way over in the far right-hand corner. So you're going to click on back office. All right, and while you are signing everyone right now, and I did a video on this, please go on the page and watch it if you haven't already. I'm just going to highlight it right now. I'm not going to go through it all. Your brand new people that you are signing are not getting placed in your binary until you come in here, go to place new affiliates, and it will bring you to your holding tank. I don't have anyone in here right now, but once you sign people up, they go in here for 48 hours. I did a whole video, a live video or a recorded video with some graphics on the page. If you haven't watched it yet, go and watch it so that you know how to get people out of your holding tank and placed into your binary. Do that right away. They don't start counting for your bonuses until you do that. Their volume doesn't count into your cycle bonuses until they get placed. Their volume doesn't count for your rank until they get placed. So if you've been signing people and going, wow, I don't know why they're not showing up, make sure that they're not sitting over here in the holding tank. So it's place new affiliates, and that will open the holding tank, and that will then open the section that I have a little video on the page about showing you how to get people out of there and placed into your binary. Okay, that's super important. All right, the next thing that you want to be aware of in this binary, are you binary qualified? Because until you are binary qualified, you are not carrying over your extra volume. And even if you're not cycling yet, you want to preserve that volume in your stronger leg, wherever that is for you personally. Your strong leg volume, whatever doesn't get cycled, will carry over for the next week, but only if you're binary active, which means you have at least one person sponsored on each leg. So make sure that you go ahead and get binary activated before tomorrow night at midnight. Our week ends on Tuesday. So if you came in last week or whenever you came in, each week that you don't cycle, you're going to end up losing the carryover if you aren't binary activated. So make sure you get binary activated. Once you're binary activated, even if it only cycles once, and it will by getting someone signed up over onto both sides, you will cycle at least once, and then everything else that's left will be preserved and will carry over for you next week so that you can continue to build off of that. Okay. And that's one of the cool things about rank advancements in this system as well, we hold for 4 weeks the quality point volume cumulatively for your rank. Let's say you had 500 volume points last week. That's going to get you to senior affiliate. And then you cycle that out, so there's nothing left, right? So you start week 2 at 0, but cumulatively you keep that 500 points. So if you get 500 more this week, you're still only at 500 for this week, but cumulatively in the period, you now have 1,000, you're going to rank up and you get paid at that rank. And that's super important for bronze because a few things happen at bronze that are super important. And that happens when you get to 1,000 cumulative volume points on your weaker side, your profit leg side. And that can happen. It could take 3 weeks to get there. It could take 2 weeks, could take 3 weeks. You keep building up week by week. That's going to determine how much you cycle within that 4-week period. But it also, once it activates, it stays with you throughout that 4-week period. And then what happens at bronze, and I talked about this a little bit on the page again, but it's worth talking about again, you start getting the builder bonus, which means you start getting a percentage of that commission that's paid out when people start people with a builder pack. And that's going to go from your personally sponsored to their personally sponsored to their personally sponsored, all the way down infinitely. And that can get very big very fast. You also start getting $60 payout on the starter packs instead of your 30. Okay. So Greg is my personally sponsored. I hit bronze last week. So I have been getting a $6 payout every time Greg signs someone up with a builder pack, plus the 60 I'm getting every time I sign up with somebody with a builder pack. Every time somebody Greg signs up, Greg signed up Priscilla. You signed up Priscilla, right, Greg?
Yes, I did.
Who is another rock star. Way to go out there, Priscilla. I'm getting $6 every time she's selling a builder pack.
Yep.
Every time Priscilla's people, who she personally sponsored, are selling builder packs, I'm getting $6. Okay. That's how this thing works. So that's why it's super important to race to bronze as quickly as you can. It's only 1,000 volume points. It means you bring in a few people who bring in a few people. Or you get 200 for every single person. So if you personally sponsor 5 people on your weak leg, you're there. But how about you personally sponsor 3 and at least 2 of them sponsor 1, right? Now, boom, you've got it. You're bronze and you're getting that next level of bonus. When I looked at this week's paycheck projection, my builder bonus is bigger than my team cycle bonus payout. Okay. It's that powerful and that important for you to think about that. Okay. And that's why the more you hang out with me around this kind of stuff, I'm all about finding all the levers in the comp plan and figuring out how to pull them all, right? That's how you build a paycheck in this kind of business. It comes from a lot of different sources. Your team cycle bonus might be right here, but now you're throwing builder bonuses on it. You're throwing on sign up commissions on it. You're doing sales commissions are getting in there. Matching bonuses will eventually start coming in. All of those come in together to help push your paycheck forward. Okay. So let me see. Bronze, builder bonus. Okay, which bronze being your first step on your road to platinum. And I'm going to keep putting the flag out there at platinum. We talked about that last week. I'm not going to dive in this week about the specifics. It's 7,000 volume points on your weaker leg, on your profit leg. But you start building towards that. I just told you a puzzle of how to get to 1,000. It's a couple of people who get a couple of people, right? So repeat that for a few weeks in a row, And the next thing you know, there's your 7,000 points, right? So a couple of people who bring in a couple of people, if that's going to get you to 1,000, then do that for 7 weeks in a row, right? And in Beachbody, I used to teach people, if you can hit what we called Success Club in those days, signing a couple of people and a couple of challenge packs a month, every month for 12 to 24 months in a row, you're going to actually have a business that pays pretty decent income. In this business right here, I'm telling you, if you can string 7 to 10 weeks along of getting a couple of people who get a couple of people, you're going to open up platinum. You're going to open up the level of being able to earn $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 a week between cycle bonusing, matching bonus, and builder bonus, which are all going to come in to feed in to your business. Okay. And I always like to reverse engineer to keep us on the what can I do today, right? Don't get lost in the, oh, 7,000. Now all of a sudden my brain shut off. No, that's out there. What I can do today, bronze, right? Who's at bronze already? Who's at senior affiliate already? That's 500. Who's at binary activated, right? Let's start there. So start at, I know where my affiliate link is and I'm sharing it. Then go to binary active. I've got one on each leg. Then go to senior affiliate. I've got 500 at least on my weak leg, which means I signed up a couple who are doing something, and then bronze. And then from there, you've got your platform to start repeating and duplicating, keeping it simple. That's the duplication train we want to get going. And we used to talk about in Beachbody, build an Emerald City, right? Teach people how to get to Emerald. Teach people how to sponsor their first 2 people. And if you have everybody in your team doing that, great things are going to happen. Same thing in this business. Teaching everybody to at least get binary active, and great things will start happening for everybody. Okay. Let's see if I had anything else before I open it up for questions. Oh, and the other cool thing to just to keep in mind here, and we talked about this on the last call, but I want to talk about it here too, because it's such a great feature in this business. Once you have your 100 points of quality points to stay active, everything else that you bring in through your site, sales or purchases, carries over into your weak leg to push your team cycles. Okay, let me say that again because that's crucial. Everything over your 100 quality points per month that is coming through your site in commissions or purchases, that volume gets picked out, carried over into your weak leg to help you cycle and to help you rank up, right? In Beachbody, they used to call that bonus buying, right? If you got to the end and you needed, whatever, oh my God, I need one more active person and I'll be diamond, right? And you'd go out and try to find someone. Here, you could actually say, hey, you know what? I need 100 extra more points. Let me grab another box of this drive because I can't get enough of it. And that's going to push me over, because anything over my 100, even if I buy it or a customer buys it, is going to spill over and drive into my weak leg. That's an amazing feature to have in a comp plan. So I did want to repeat that one in here. So if you watched the other call, or if you watch the recording of the other call, here it is again. Don't miss that one. That's huge. We always used to say, oh, well, that doesn't start until you're 2-star diamond in Beachbody. And then you get to open your second business center. Then you can put all your sales down there and get credit. Or I can sign my spouse up and put all my sales through my spouse, and then I'll get credit. And here's all you got to do is have it go through your main site, and it's going to spill over. And then you're going to get credit for that volume towards your rank and your cycling. That's super, super powerful. All right, I'm going to pause there because I do want to open it up for discussion and questions. The only other thing that I do want to highlight, just kind of tease out there yet, because we don't have 100% of the specifics, but Doug Fitzgerald has revamped his automatic CEO. For those of you who were familiar with it, in Beachbody, it's a great program that he put together that you can get. It is going to be an additional fee if you decide to get it, but it's something that you can get as a tool to build your business, to help getting prospects, to help staying sticky with your prospects and your recruiting, email generation, landing pages to send people to with videos that share the opportunity, and then share your link so that you can say, hey, are you interested in this? Instead of me sending you 4 different sharing tools, here's my link to my automatic CEO. They go, they watch a couple of videos. Wow, that sounds cool. It captures their email. It sends follow-up emails to them. And then once they come into your system, there's training that's on that platform. There's Get Started Right. It's all the stuff that we're talking about here tonight. Imagine if you signed up a new prospect, then you put them into this system, and now they're getting emails with the training videos that are teaching them how to get their business started, so that you know right from the beginning they're getting started correctly. Or you're sending out links to your prospects, and the program is doing your follow-ups for you, sending a first email, sending out a second email, following up, and getting them the information about the company and about the opportunity, helping you to do your recruiting. So for those of you who are interested and might want to add that tool, it's going to be coming out at the end of this week, and I will put a link up on the team page. As I said, there is an additional fee for that. It's $29.95 a month to have that. But here's the deal. We all have to keep 100 QP to be active for the month. If I spend $29.95 on a program that's going to bring me in at least one customer each month to cover that 100 PV, that's $150 I don't have to spend to purchase something to stay active. So I just saved myself $120, right? By having a program that I'm only paying $29.99 for each month to take care of that for me. I've used it in the past with Beachbody. I had a lot of people in my organization who used it and loved it. And you're definitely going to be generating multiple customers if you're using that. And that'll be a great way to keep you active, keep your new people flowing in on a steady rate, getting them plugged in, and helping them to get the training and the duplicatable tools that they need to do the same thing you're doing. That's the key in this business. It's not enough to learn it yourself. It has to duplicate. You have to learn how to do it. You have to be able to show your new people how to do it, or at least how to get them plugged in. So there's my plug to get all your people plugged into this page. Let us help you with that. Let us train your people, especially in the beginning. Let us take care of the job of getting your people up to speed, getting them into the momentum, getting them flowing in the business, getting them trained, and getting them the tools they need to succeed. Okay. All right. That's everything I wanted to cover tonight. And I know it's a lot. And again, I know I hope you take your notes. Go back and watch this again. Save this one. And at least, even if you just do a screen record of that little section where I showed you how to get into your dashboard and find your link, make sure that the people that you're signing up find that right away. Make sure they're getting into this page. Make sure that you're sharing with them the proper sharing tools to be sharing with people, and then make sure you're teaching them that they can reach up to us in your upline as well to help them, as well as we're here to help you. And we're here to help do 3-way calls, so on and so forth, Zoom business opportunities coming down the road. All right, with that, we're at about 9:40. Let me stop rambling. I had too much drive before I came in here. Let me pause. Any questions,
Yeah.
comments,
Yes.
to the above?
I have a comment first. Thank you so much for your leadership. You guys are amazing.
Oh,
I feel very blessed to be here. So thank you to you and also Greg. I've been keeping him busy on calls. So,
I bet.
um, but I have a couple questions. The first one is, do you know where corporate headquarters is located?
I don't. That's a good question. I
Okay.
believe in Southern California, but I don't know exactly where.
Mm,
I know that Tracy and Becky have been visiting in person, and I know that's where Tracy is. So, I,
awesome. I'm not far from Tracy. I've been to some of her Pasadena events in the past.
oh, great.
Um, way back in the day. And then another question, I kind of heard you say it, but I just want to clarify. You said that if we had a customer order that makes it so we don't have to place a auto ship order. Is that correct?
Yes, correct. If we
Okay.
have a customer order that covers our 100 QP, we're
Mm-hmm.
covered and we're active. And I also really like, Priscilla, that you asked about continuation orders. There's no requirement in this comp plan for us to have an HD order. For those of us, and I'm going to stop doing this comparison soon, I promise everyone, because soon we'll have a lot more people who don't have a Beachbody background. But in
Right.
Beachbody, remember, we had to have an HD order or you couldn't be in Success Club. You couldn't, if you didn't have 200 PV, you couldn't get the Star Diamond bonuses. So
Yeah.
in this comp plan, as long as you have the bare minimum, your binary, one on each side, that's it. You're open to all the potential bonuses as long as you have the volume for them. So you don't have to have a home direct order. You don't have to have any purchases as long as you have one sale that covers your activity level. We have no business service fees for an entire year because it's only $50 a year and you pay that in your starter pack. So really, and I've been sharing this with people, and I think all of you should too, once they pay their first $280 startup fee, you don't have to shell out another penny for this business. You can just do it by sales, have one sale through your site per month, one sale a month to stay active, one person signed up on each leg to stay binary active. And now you're cycling, you're banking carryover, and you're eligible for every bonus in the comp plan as long as you have the volume for it. That's just amazing.
Okay. Thank you. That was my questions.
All right. Yeah, good stuff. Thanks for asking that. Those
Hmm.
are all great points.
Hey, I have two. Can you turn that down?
All right,
So we're
Christine, go
sitting
ahead.
across from each other. If I sat with him, he would hog the computer, so I had to have
Yeah.
my own. Just something quick. I was thinking, something you said, Bob, about like the 2 by 2 by 2. Like if we help every person with their two, and then we help those two people with their two, do you realize, like everyone realize the potential of what we would have? We just have to help everybody find their two and
Yes.
keep going with
Yeah.
that.
And again, the cool thing is that since this plan only requires one person sponsored on each leg, and then it's all about volume, you're absolutely right. If we took that Emerald City mentality that
Yes.
we used to talk about in Beachbody and put it on this comp plan, everybody got there too. Wow. I mean, the
Exactly.
volume would
Then we have that
explode,
moment
and the
of like,
volume
wait a
drives
minute.
everything in this business. And you're not out there trying to personally recruit 4,000 people. So
No.
yeah, that great, great, great comment.
Right. And then it makes me also realize, like, if we bring someone in, like, as sponsors, part of our job is to make sure we're helping every person find their two, right?
That's right.
Then that person's gonna help their people find their two.
Right. And getting that duplicated. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Very good.
And it gets them halfway to bronze
Yeah.
already, just getting your two, which is well, almost half. Two gets you 400 volume points just by signing up two. So if they do anything at all, they get their two each. So there's 400 more. There you go. Now you're bronze. Now you're getting into the builder bonus. Now you're starting to open things up. And it's as simple as 2 by 2.
Yes. Yes. Love it. Love it.
Great
The other
point.
thing I was curious, are how are people liking the products? We're loving them.
I'm loving them too. I
Yeah.
have been very happily surprised. I was like, yeah, I'll get them, and then I'll probably switch over to Tony's. And I'm like, wow, I am an energized junkie. I will I will admit it. I'm like a force
I
in the
get it.
morning energized junkie. And I've been on this, and it feels better. It feels smoother. And
Not too
yeah,
sweet,
I'm loving
light,
it.
light.
And I love my little squirter during the day. This is like wow, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, right? That time when you're
Four
like,
sprays.
whoo, and it's not caffeine, so it doesn't get you jittery, but it does, it like opens your eyes, right? It like gets that oxygen to your brain, gives you that little, oh, I'm alert. That's the word I've been using it. It makes you alert. It doesn't like give you the caffeine buzz. It makes you alert, which is really fun.
Yeah. Greg and I, the first time we tried the what is the probiotic? We mixed it in water. I didn't know it
Oh,
was supposed to be like a little powder. Now I'm excited. Now I feel like I'm like, like I'm a kid in the morning with my pixie stick.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's great.
Priscilla, how do you like the products? Hers got lost,
Ha
unfortunately.
ha ha.
Oh
Very
no.
funny. You're a
Oh,
brat.
He's a shit.
oh.
Can you shush him up, please, Christine? Thank you.
All right. All right.
John, did you get
Anybody?
your products? I can see it. Not
Nope.
yet?
It
Okay.
took us 7 days exactly to get them.
Oh, this when I signed up though, I got them right away. I already came in.
Yeah, but that was, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the
Yeah,
good
the first one was
the good
7
news
days.
is we're doing so well, growing ourselves that we kind of outran supplies a little bit.
Oh,
So they've been a little bit longer, but that's good, right? That's the kind of growing pains that you want. Oh, and there's another point to be sharing, and make sure that you're sharing with people right away when they're signing up. That builder pack keeps you active for 8 weeks.
Right.
So again, on that same theory of, well, you sign up, and really, if you just get a sale, you don't have to spend another penny, and you could run this business. In fact, you don't have to even get a sale for 8 weeks. So you come in, you have 8 weeks to figure this out, make your first sale, get yourself active, and then keep running for there. I mean, obviously, we want people to learn how to do it sooner than that, but that's a really nice safety net to come in with when people are signing up. They don't have that rush of, oh my God, I'm going to get forced to pay something else, and then I got to buy something else, and then I got to, that just isn't there. So that's, again, something that's important to be sharing with people up front so they know that right when they come in. All right, anybody else?
Good stuff. It's
I'm
exciting.
super excited about the weekly opportunity calls, and I think Greg and I want to host too. So let us know.
Yes, fantastic.
No
And
stranger
thank
to
you for
those.
saying that, Priscilla. We will try to get everybody who wants to be involved, so that when we have them going on a weekly basis, we can kind of rotate too, so that it doesn't fall on the same people's shoulders every week. But as a team, we will always have something to invite to every week. So thank you for that. Yes, I will definitely be taking you up on that.
I remember capping those things out at 100 week after week after week for a while. And it was
Yeah.
fun.
That was one of the mainstays for us in building in the very beginning. Absolutely.
Yep.
All right. Well, 10 of 10. So I don't want to hold everybody too long. I guess last call. Any questions, comments? Everybody knows what they're doing. All right, let's go make it a big week. And if anything comes up along the way, let us know on the page. Reach out to us. I love this concept, Christine, of 2x2.
Yep,
Let's
2
spread that. 2x2, sprint to bronze, platinum new year. Those are our marching orders. 2x2, 2x2, sprint to bronze, platinum by New Year. There's your business plan right there, everybody. All right. Have a good night.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye.